Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'll be taking a closer look at a title that's been getting quite a bit of attention among Pokemon fans and Gacha RPG fans in general, Pokemon Meowth. Just the name alone is enough to catch your attention, right? So, does the game actually feel as good to play as the name promises? I'll break it all down in detail right now. Before getting into the main part, I want to quickly mention something important for those of you looking for a game to experience at the lowest possible cost. This game is currently distributed through the X7 Game app, a platform specializing in mobile games along with pretty strong top-up vouchers and discounts. The app will have gift codes available for you to claim some extra starting rewards. If you don't see any codes when you check, that means the code has already expired, so it's best to check the app every day so you don't miss any new codes. Now let's get into the most important question that I'm sure everyone is wondering about. Is this an official product from the Pokemon Company or Game Freak? The straightforward answer is no. This is a game inspired by and using the Pokemon brand imagery, distributed exclusively through X7 Game, rather than being an officially licensed product from the original publisher. I'm making this clear right from the beginning because I think you deserve to know exactly what you're experiencing before spending your time or money on it. And that's also how I try to make my reviews as objective and responsible as possible for my viewers. In terms of genre, Pokemon Meowth is categorized as an RPG, meaning a role-playing game where you'll collect and upgrade characters, build teams, and participate in turn-based battles or mechanics similar to the other Gacha RPGs that I often play. As for the specific storyline revolving around Meowth or how the world of the game is built, honestly, I haven't found enough reliable information to make any definite claims, so I'll leave this part for you to experience and judge for yourselves when you enter the game, while I'll focus on analyzing what I can actually observe from the gameplay. One technological feature that I find quite interesting about X7 Game in general, and which also applies to Pokemon Meowth, is the cloud gaming feature, meaning you can play directly without having to download the game onto your device. This is extremely useful for those of you with lower-end phones or devices that are already running low on storage, because you can still experience smooth visuals without using up your storage space. This is clearly a major advantage in terms of user experience, especially for anyone who doesn't like downloading large apps. When it comes to graphics and audio, this is the part where I want you to see and hear things for yourselves through the gameplay footage I'm recording directly here. Because honestly, I don't want to make any judgments before I have enough hands-on experience. With games carrying a major brand name like Pokemon, player expectations are usually quite high. So I think the fairest thing to do is let you judge for yourselves based on the footage I'm showing right now, rather than giving you a subjective compliment or criticism. Speaking of the summoning or gacha system, this is practically the heart of every RPG in this genre, determining a large part of your grinding and team building experience. At the moment, I don't have enough detailed data about the rates or specific banners to confidently tell you how everything works. So for this part, I recommend that you experience it for yourselves and pay close attention in-game to understand the actual mechanics. As for the character roster, this is the part that I think many of you will be most curious about, especially longtime Pokemon fans. The game's name is closely associated with Meowth, a familiar normal-type Pokemon known for being able to speak human language and being a prominent member of Team Rocket in the original universe. However, the fact that Meowth appears in the game's title doesn't necessarily mean you'll have a complete roster of familiar Pokemon like Pikachu, Charizard, or newer generation Pokemon to collect. I haven't been able to find any complete character list that has been officially announced, so this is genuinely an open question that I think can only be answered by actually playing the game. I won't make random guesses or create a fictional roster that doesn't exist because I don't think that would be fair to you. Now let's summarize some of the pros and cons after experiencing and researching the game. In terms of advantages, the first thing I have to mention is the economic benefit of experiencing the game through X7 Game, with top-up discount programs that are quite deep compared to topping up directly in the game. This is clearly a major plus for those who want to optimize their gaming budget. Second is the cloud gaming feature, which helps you save device storage while still providing a smooth experience. Third is the free-to-play model, which allows you to experience the basic content without having to spend money right from the beginning. As for the disadvantages, I think the most important thing I need to be completely honest about is that this is not an officially licensed product from the Pokémon Company. So if you're a hardcore fan expecting a true Pokémon experience, you may need to adjust your expectations a little. Second, because this is a relatively new game and hasn't received many in-depth reviews from the independent gaming community, information about the quality of the content, storyline, and character roster is still quite unclear, so you'll need to experience it yourself to form the most accurate personal judgment. Third, when it comes to game distribution apps outside official stores like Google Play or the App Store, I always recommend that you be careful, install from trusted sources, and don't grant unnecessary permissions to the application. That's a general safety principle I always follow with all types of mobile games, not just this particular one. Overall, Pokémon Meowth is a fairly interesting experimental title for those who enjoy collectible RPGs and are looking for a cost-effective option to try. But I think the fairest thing I can do for you is to clearly explain what I know for sure and what still remains uncertain, so you can decide for yourself whether it's worth spending your time on based on what it actually offers rather than some flashy advertising. If you're curious after watching this and want to experience it for yourself, I've left the download link through the X7 Game app in the description below the video. So remember to check the gift codes every day so you don't miss any offers. And if you've already played the game, don't hesitate to leave your honest thoughts in the comments. I'd really love to hear the perspective of someone who has actually experienced it firsthand. Thank you all for watching the entire video. Don't forget to like and subscribe to support the channel, and I'll see you all in the next game review videos.